Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Alan Gordon Studio. Thank you so much for joining me again. Today, I'd like to speak a little bit about what Elia Kazan called real emotion. Let's take an example from life. Supposing you're walking down the street and you see something that makes you feel sad. Let's say you see a poor little helpless puppy crossing the street, limping. Okay, it touches a nerve in you and you feel something. That's what we call the pinch for the ouch. You weren't expecting to be sad, planning on being sad, or anticipating being sad. Something you saw touches a nerve and you react on an emotional level. Now let's carry this over to acting. As you've heard me say before, the first Meisner rule is don't do anything until something happens to make you do it. So emotion in Meisner world is the pinch for the ouch. If I pinch you, you'll say ouch. To illustrate this, I want to tell you one of my favorite anecdotes that Elia Kazan told in an interview. He was directing James Dean and Raymond Massey in a scene. Raymond Massey playing Adam Trask, the father, and James Dean playing Cal Trask, the son. Now, Kazan needed tension in this scene. He needed a certain level of antagonism. And when Kazan was on the verge of getting what he needed, he milked it for everything it was worth. Now, Raymond Massey was having a difficult time with James Dean, and he came over to Elia Kazan and he said, "This kid is driving me crazy. He doesn't say the lines as written. He keeps touching me. I don't know what's with this kid." Kazan, recognizing what he had now, said to Raymond Massey, "Don't worry about a thing. I'm going to handle everything. I'm going to go over. I'm going to talk to him right now and straighten everything out. Kazan goes over to James Dean and he says, "Listen, you're doing great. This time, when I shout action, I want you to throw your arms around him, give him a big hug." Well, I don't want to ruin the movie for you. Spoiler alert, okay? I'm not going to say anything else about the movie East of Eden. I highly recommend that you see it. One of my favorite Elia Kazan movies. Brilliant performances by the entire cast. When you see the scene, and you'll know exactly which scene it is that I'm talking about, you will see Raymond Massey reacting to James Dean, and those emotions are real. At this point in the shooting of this scene, he was absolutely repulsed by James Dean. He couldn't stand the thought of James Dean touching him, and that has been memorialized on screen. When the interviewer said to Elia Kazan, "Do you ever feel guilty about doing these things with your actors?" Kazan looked at him kind of like he was nuts. And he said, "No." He said, "Do you have any idea how difficult it is to get real emotion from an actor?" Now, I really do want you to ponder that for a while, because so many young actors especially put so much emphasis on emotion, feeling, and there is not enough focus and attention on doing. The best actors always do something because of how they feel. So, that's our lesson for today. As always, I hope you get something out of this that's useful to you. You're more than welcome to come and audit a class. I offer one free audit for those of you that are interested in the Meisner technique. I offer the full program, or scene study, cold reading, audition technique, on-camera technique, and of course I offer private sessions. So thank you once again for joining me. I hope to see you at our next session, and when you get a chance, please check out www.alangordonstudio.com. Until we meet again, don't forget, real emotion, never fake a thing.